Thanks for choosing ABC 15 News at 5. I'm Katie Rammel.
And I'm Steve Irvin. We start with an East Valley neighborhood under fire again. Residents say they've been without water for 4 days and have little confidence the problem will actually be fixed.
It's a property our investigative team has looked into before.
How many times do you think you've asked for your title?
At least 20, if not more.
What do you think needs to happen?
Well, I need somebody to shut this place down.
The place stayed open despite state investigations into a handful of problems. ABC 15's Justin Pizzera back at the Sunset Resort tonight.
Good evening, guys. Residents here at Sunset Resort say that they were given a notice on Sunday that their water was going to be turned off for 7 hours on Monday. Well, that was 4 days ago, and they say they still have no water, and at the very most, just a trickle from their faucet.
It's on full blast.
It's been a long, dry 4 days for Deborah Marino. She says this isn't the first time.
They do it all the time. They're constantly turning the water off.
Deborah says residents here at Sunset Resort on East Main, just off the 202, got yet another notice on Sunday. Their water would be turned off, no reason given. But this time it's taken longer than usual to come back on. It's been 4 days. Lori Spalding says it's happening more and more.
But you can't wash dishes, you can't wash your hands.
You cannot take a shower here. Nobody can.
So what do you do?
You get water, bathe in the sink. We've got bottled water. I mean, I'm not rich, but I've got to wash my hair somehow.
This isn't the first time residents have had major problems with management here. ABC 15 did its own investigation into the park's history back in 2017 when they were accused of targeting the elderly by selling mobile homes without a license. The Arizona Housing Department sent Sunset Resort a cease and desist letter for selling those homes. It was the third letter since late 2011. The Attorney General's office also found out the park was operating without a proper license and said there were issues with dozens of titles on the property. Residents we spoke with today said they're extremely frustrated. They're dealing with yet another issue.
If you had management in here, what would you tell them?
You don't want to know what I tell them.
I did talk with management here at the park earlier today, and they told me they are working very hard to get the water back on. They said part of the problem is rust is blocking part of that water flow in the pipe. I also talked with the county today. They were not aware of this situation, but they are going to be sending an inspector to the park. In the Far East Valley, Justin Pizzera, ABC 15, Arizona.
And we have just learned within the past 5 minutes the water there has been turned back on.